What if you have a bunch of chords, right? What if you're playing A, G, and D all in one chord progression, which obviously happens in music, right? So you might be going like this. And you might be playing like 3 different chords together, A and D and G over and over and over, okay? So the trick here then is we have to try and either, number one, move with each chord as it happens, which can be kind of confusing because if the chords are moving fast, that's pretty tough. If the chords are moving nice and slow and you got a lot of time, that's okay. Like you could be playing A. That would be okay. You could do that. I refer to that as chord chasing. You're chasing the chord around the guitar. So every time the chord changes, you switch to a different spot. But as you get better at this, what you do is you start using your ear to decide, maybe I'll just stay in one of those spots, right? But the trick to that is you have to figure out which one of these chords between the A that I'm playing, the D that I'm playing, the G that I'm playing, which one feels like it's the main chord. Okay, which one am I spending more time on? Which one am I playing at the beginning of the end of my song, or the beginning of the end of that section, or which one is being played more often? Whatever it might be. And again, that's not always the right answer, but it's a good place to start just to have some fun, right? You don't have to worry about. It's not like if you don't know 17 times 58 off the top of your head, you can't do math. Of course you can. You can still explore things on a lesser level, and that's what I want you to understand here. So let's say we took the A, the D, the G, and then the A that I'm playing, and I'm deciding that A is kind of the most important chord of those 3, right? So it's moving around. So what I do then is I go in there and I'm going to decide to just stay in A this time. Instead of chord chasing, I'm going to just stay here and I'm going to play. So here's my A. Here comes D. G. A. And it sounds awesome. It sounds just fine, right? So you can learn to just stay in one place. Now, could you try D? Sure you could. Could you try G? Of course you could. You can explore all of these things because the point of this is to have fun and to make music. If music always made sense, we would not have rock and roll. We just wouldn't. There's a lot of things about rock music that just doesn't make any sense. But you know what? It doesn't make any difference because it sounds great. And that's really the point. So that's what I want you to explore. I want you to think about learning the notes on the 6th string, and again, using our chart. If you don't want to memorize them, you can at least look at the chart to figure out where it is. You start with just one chord and learn how to mess around with that one chord in the right position. Then try another chord, and try another chord. And after a while, you'll get really comfortable with knowing where they are. Then maybe you put a couple of chords together. You start trying to move from A to D. So you're moving from here, 5th fret, up to the 10th fret. You're just exploring that a little bit. And remember, I call that chord chasing. You're just moving around, following those chords. If the chords are moving too fast, if I'm going, you're not gonna do that. That sounds crazy. That's when you start just taking all the chords and putting them together and go, you know what? Instead of chord chasing, I'm just going to stay in one spot and I'm going to start making something. And the easiest way to do that is just to make a choice. Which chord out of those chords that you're playing seems like it's the main chord? Don't worry about key signature and how many sharps or flats. Don't worry about any of that right now. Just have some fun and use your ear. Okay? Make sure you check out our Guitar Zoom community page on Facebook. If you have any questions or comments or you want to chat about this stuff, I'm there. There's just a ton of great guitar players worldwide that are on that site, and we talk about guitar and guitar-related stuff all the time. Keep it very fun. We keep it really positive. We're not there to judge where you're at in your path. Everybody's somewhere, right? So you can check that out. And you can also check out guitarzoom.com. We have tons of great guitar courses on there to help you along your journey in learning chords or scales or rhythm or theory or any kind of thing that you might be interested in. So again, thank you for checking out this video and your time, and welcome to the Guitar Zoom family. Hey, Steve Stine here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these sorts of videos, please subscribe to the channel. Now, by now, there should be some other videos available for you to watch on my left or right, so click on those to check those out as well. And all these videos are just smaller chunks of my larger videos from the main YouTube channels. One is Guitar Zoom, and the other one is Steve Stine Guitar Lessons. You can look those up and subscribe to those as well. And be sure to check out the premium guitar courses and lessons available at guitarzoom.com.